Welcome back, my friend. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. Something that can change your future. Something that can change the way people see you. And more importantly, something that can change the way you see yourself. Today, we're talking about skills that attract success. Many people believe success comes from luck. They think some people are born lucky. They think some people are born talented. They think success is only for people who have money, power, or special connections. But this is not the full truth. Success is not only about luck. Success is not only about talent. Success is not only about having big dreams. Real success is built slowly. It is built through habits. It is built through daily actions. It is built through the way you think, the way you speak, the way you work, and the way you treat people. A person does not become successful in one day. A person becomes successful because of what he does every day. Small actions become habits. Habits become character. Character becomes reputation. And reputation opens doors. In this lesson, you will learn powerful skills that successful people use in real life. These skills are simple, but simple does not mean weak. Sometimes the simplest skills are the strongest skills. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to know everything. You do not need to change your whole life in one day. You only need to start. Start with one habit. Start with one small improvement. Start with one honest step forward, and slowly your life will begin to change. So listen carefully. Read slowly. Repeat the words if you want to improve your English. And more importantly, try to understand the message. Because this is not only an English lesson, this is a life lesson. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Honesty builds trust that lasts. The first skill that attracts success is honesty. Many people think honesty is a small thing. They think honesty is only about not telling lies. But honesty is much bigger than that. Honesty is your character. Honesty is your identity. Honesty is the foundation of trust. And trust is one of the most powerful things in life. Think about this. Would you like to work with a person who lies? Would you like to trust a person who hides the truth? Would you like to follow someone who pretends to be something he is not? Of course not. People may be impressed by fake confidence for a short time. They may believe a lie for a few days. They may follow someone who looks successful from outside. But sooner or later, the truth comes out. And when the truth comes out, trust breaks. Once trust is broken, it is very difficult to rebuild. This is why honesty is so powerful. An honest person may grow slowly. An honest person may not win quickly. An honest person may sometimes lose a small benefit today. But in the long run, honest people win respect. And respect is more valuable than quick success. Many people try to take shortcuts. They lie to look better. They fake success to impress others. They pretend they know everything. They hide their mistakes because they are afraid. But this kind of success is weak. It is like building a house on sand. From outside, the house may look beautiful, but inside, it is not strong. One strong storm can destroy it. Honesty is different. Honesty is like building a house on strong ground. It may take more time. It may require patience. But when the house is built, it can stand for many years. An honest person does not need to remember lies. He does not need to act fake. He does not need to change his story again and again. He can live with a calm mind. And this piece is very important. When you are honest, you feel lighter inside. You do not feel fear. You do not feel guilt. You do not worry that someone will discover the truth. You can look people in the eyes. You can speak with confidence. You can sleep with peace. This is real strength. Some people think honesty is weakness. They think clever people lie and simple people tell the truth. But this is wrong. Honesty is not weakness. Honesty is power. Because only a strong person can tell the truth when lying is easy. Only a strong person can accept a mistake. Only a strong person can say, "I was wrong." Only a strong person can stay real in a world full of fake appearances. Let's imagine two people. Person A wants quick success. He lies about his skills. He tells people he can do things that he cannot do. At first, people believe him. They give him opportunities. They trust his words. But after some time, they see the truth. He cannot do the work properly. His words are not real. His promises are empty. People stop trusting him. Now think about Person B. Person B is honest. He does not pretend to be perfect. He says clearly what he can do and what he is still learning. At first, he may look simple. He may not impress everyone quickly. But slowly, people notice something. They notice that his words are true. They notice that he does what he says. They notice that he is reliable. And because of this, people begin to trust him. They recommend him. They support him. They give him better opportunities. In the beginning, Person A may look faster. But in the end, Person B goes farther. This is the power of honesty. Success is not only about skills. Success is also about relationships. And relationships are built on trust. If people trust you, they want to stay with you. They want to work with you. They want to help you. They want to tell others about you. But if people do not trust you, even your talent becomes weak. So do not chase fake success. Do not lie to impress people. Do not pretend to be perfect. Do not hide your real self behind fake words. Be real. Be honest when it is easy, and be honest when it is difficult. Easy honesty is good, but difficult honesty builds character. Today, you can start with small things. Tell the truth in your daily life. Accept your mistakes. Keep your promises. Do not exaggerate your success. Do not make fake stories to impress others. Speak simply. Speak clearly. Speak honestly. Maybe honesty will not make you successful overnight, but honesty will build something stronger. It will build trust. It will build respect. It will build peace inside you, and it will build a strong name for your future. Remember this. A lie may give you a small benefit today, but honesty gives you long-term success. Be honest. Be real. Be strong. Because in life, the person people trust is the person who succeeds. Lesson 2. Consistency builds big success from small actions. The second skill that attracts success is consistency. Consistency means doing the right thing again and again, not only one day, not only when you feel excited, not only when life is easy. Consistency means showing up every day. Many people start with energy.
In your own life, eat, sleep, work, plan, feel, think, want, need, try, start, stop, finish, help, understand, remember, forget, decide. These are not impressive words, but they are powerful words because you will use them in almost every conversation you ever have. And using common words with confidence is far more impressive than using rare words with hesitation. Expand outward from your real life. If you cook, learn cooking words. If you work in an office, learn office words. If you exercise, learn fitness words. When vocabulary connects to your real activities, your brain stores it with a context marker, with a real situation attached to it, and that makes it far easier to retrieve when you need it. And always remember the rule of repetition. If you do not see a word again, you will forget it. So every day, spend 5 minutes reviewing the words you learned yesterday. Speak them again. Use them in new sentences. Connect them to different situations. 5 words a day, learned deeply and used actively, means 150 words a month. 450 words in 3 months. All usable, all accessible, all genuinely yours. Because vocabulary does not grow by collecting, it grows by using. Stop learning words to remember. Start learning words to use, and your language will transform. Lesson 5. Train your ears and your mouth together. There is a method that the best language learners in the world use. It is not complicated. It does not require a classroom or a teacher or expensive equipment, and yet most learners have never tried it. It is called shadowing, and when you combine it with deep listening, it becomes one of the fastest paths to natural, confident English that exists. Let me explain how it works and why it is so powerful. Think about how children learn language. Before they say a single word clearly, they spend months just listening. They absorb sounds. They notice patterns. They feel the rhythm of the language before they can reproduce it. And then, when they start speaking, they copy. They hear mom say something, and they try to say it back. They hear a sentence pattern over and over, and slowly, their mouth starts producing that same pattern. Adults have abandoned this process. They try to build language from grammar rules and vocabulary lists, and then they wonder why their speaking sounds unnatural, why their pronunciation feels awkward, why they cannot quite capture the flow of real English. The answer is, they skipped the listening and copying phase. So here is what you do instead. Deep listening means you choose short, simple English audio, not advanced content, not fast native speakers talking at full speed. Simple, clear, slow English to begin with. And instead of just letting it play in the background, you give it your full attention. You notice individual words. You notice how sentences sound. You notice where the speaker pauses, where they stress certain words, where their voice rises and falls. This kind of focused listening teaches your brain the music of English, not just the meaning, the actual sound and rhythm of the language. And that music is what makes speech sound natural rather than robotic. Shadowing takes this one step further. You choose one sentence from your audio. You listen to it carefully, then you pause, and you repeat it immediately. Not just the words, the entire sound, the pronunciation, the rhythm, the speed, the feeling. I want to improve my English every day. Listen to it, pause, now repeat it, not just the words, the whole sound of it. This seems simple, but it is training many things at once. It is training your pronunciation. It is training your listening accuracy. It is training your mouth to produce English sounds naturally. And it is training your confidence, because every time you successfully copy a sentence, you prove to yourself that you can sound like that. Start with 3 to 5 sentences a day. Listen, pause, repeat. Focus on the sound, not just the meaning. Do this every single day. After 1 month of consistent shadowing, something remarkable happens. The English that once sounded fast begins to sound clear. The sentences that once felt impossible begin to feel natural in your mouth. The gap between the English you understand and the English you produce begins to close, because your ears and your mouth are finally learning to work together. And when your ears and mouth work together in English, something shifts permanently. You stop translating, you stop searching, you stop hesitating, you start reacting, and reaction is the root of real fluency. Train your ears, train your mouth, every single day. Lesson 6, consistency, is everything I need to say something now that you might not want to hear. Most people who want to improve their English will not improve, not because they are not capable, not because English is too difficult, not because they lack the right resources or the right methods. They will not improve because they will not stay consistent. This is the hardest and most important truth in all of language learning. And I want to talk about it honestly, because I think you deserve honesty more than you deserve encouragement that is not real. Here is the pattern I see again and again. A person gets inspired. Maybe they watch a video like this one. Maybe they have a moment where they feel genuinely motivated. So they start. Day 1, they study for 2 hours. Day 2, they practice hard. Day 3, still going strong. Day 4, they are a little tired, but they push through. Day 5, something comes up. They skip it. Day 6, they feel guilty, but they skip again. Day 7, they have mentally quit, even if they have not said it out loud. And a month later, they find themselves inspired again, and the cycle repeats. This is not learning. This is the illusion of learning, and it will keep you stuck forever if you allow it. So let me give you a different picture of what consistency actually looks like. Consistency is not training for 4 hours on Monday and recovering for the rest of the week. Consistency is showing up every single day for 25 minutes, no matter what. On the busy day, on the tired day, on the day when you feel completely unmotivated and English feels like the last thing you want to do, especially on that day. Because motivation is weather. It comes and goes without warning. You cannot build a life on weather, but discipline is the sunrise. It arrives every morning, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what happened yesterday, regardless of what is coming tomorrow. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, even when the feeling that made you say it is completely gone. And here is the great reward of discipline. When you practice every day, even a little, your brain never forgets. The neural connections you are building stay active. The vocabulary you are learning stays accessible. The speaking confidence you.
Punctuality shows respect for time. The third skill that attracts success is punctuality. Punctuality means being on time. It means respecting time. It means respecting your own life and the lives of other people. Many people think being late is not a big problem. They say, "It is only 5 minutes." They say, "Everyone is late sometimes." They say, "It does not matter." But it does matter. A few minutes may look small, but the habit of being late can damage your image. When you are always late, people start thinking differently about you. They may not say it directly, but they feel it. They feel you are careless. They feel you are not serious. They feel they cannot depend on you. And success needs dependability. People like to work with people they can trust. People like to give responsibility to people who are reliable. People respect those who respect time. This is why punctuality is not only about the clock. Punctuality is about character. When you are punctual, you send a message without speaking. You say, "I am disciplined." You say, "I am responsible." You say, "I respect your time." You say, "You can trust me." This message is powerful. Successful people understand the value of time. They know time is not just hours and minutes. Time is life. Every minute you waste is a minute of life you cannot get back. Money can return. Opportunities can return. But time never returns. Once a day is gone, it is gone forever. So when you respect time, you respect life. Think about a meeting. One person arrives late. He enters the room in a hurry. He gives excuses. He says there was traffic. He says he was busy. He says he forgot something. Maybe people listen to his excuses, but inside, they lose respect. Now imagine another person. He arrives 10 minutes early. He is calm. He's ready. He has his notes. He knows what to say. People notice him. They think, this person is serious. That small habit can change his image. Let's imagine 2 people. Person A is talented, but he is always late. He misses deadlines. He gives excuses. He delays important work. Person B has the same talent, but he is punctual. He comes on time. He finishes work on time. He respects deadlines. Who will people trust more? Person B, because talent without discipline is not enough. Punctuality builds trust. Punctuality builds respect. Punctuality builds a professional image. And it also reduces stress. When you are always late, your mind is always under pressure. You run, You worry. You feel nervous. You make mistakes. But when you prepare early, you feel calm. You have control. You can think clearly. This is why successful people do not try to be exactly on time. They try to be early. Being early gives you power. It gives you space. It gives you peace. Many people say, I am late because I am busy. But everyone is busy. The difference is preparation. Punctual people prepare in advance. They plan their travel. They check the time. They start earlier. They do not leave everything until the last minute. This does not require special talent. It requires respect. Respect for time. Respect for people. Respect for your own future. Today, you can start with one simple habit. Try to be 5 to 10 minutes early for everything. If you have a meeting, arrive early. If you have work, start early. If you have a deadline, finish before the last moment. Do not live in emergency mode all the time. Build control. And stop using excuses. Traffic can happen. Unexpected things can happen. But if you are late again and again, it is not only traffic, it is a habit. Change the habit. Plan earlier. Move earlier. Prepare earlier. Punctuality may look like a small thing, but it is a big signal. It tells people who you are. So be punctual. Be disciplined. Be reliable. Because in life, the person who values time becomes valuable. You say, I can do this. You say, I am the kind of person who does not quit. You say, even if progress is slow, I will continue. This confidence is powerful, because confidence does not come only from words. Confidence comes from proof. Every day you practice, you give yourself proof. Every day you complete a task, you give yourself proof. Every day you keep your promise, you give yourself proof. And slowly, your mind starts believing in you. But be careful. Do not try to do too much at once. Many people fail because they start too big. They make a huge plan. They want to change everything in one day. They want to study for 5 hours. They want to exercise for 2 hours. They want to build 10 habits together. At first it feels exciting, but soon it becomes heavy. And then they stop. So start small. Choose one skill. Practice it for 20 to 30 minutes every day. Do not wait. Do not make excuses. Small action. Every day. Long time. That is the formula. If you want to improve English, speak every day. If you want to become confident, practice every day. If you want to build a business, work on it every day. If you want to become healthier, take care of your body every day. Do not worry about being perfect. Just be consistent. A person who moves slowly but never stops will go farther than a person who runs fast and quits. Remember this. Motivation starts the journey, but consistency finishes the journey. So stop waiting for motivation. Start building consistency. Show up daily. Practice daily. Improve daily. Because in life, the person who stays consistent always wins. Skills that attract success. Lesson 4. Build a strong network. With the right people. The fourth skill that attracts success is building a strong network. Many people believe success is a lonely journey. They think they must do everything alone. They think asking for help is weakness. They think connections are only for rich or powerful people. But this is not true. Success grows faster when you are connected with the right people. No successful person grows completely alone. Behind every successful person, there are people who guide them, support them, teach them, encourage them, and open doors for them. Your network means the people around you. It means the people you talk to. It means the people you learn from. It means people who influence your thinking, and your thinking shapes your future. If you stay around negative people, your mind becomes negative. If you stay around lazy people, your habits become lazy. If you stay around people who always complain, you also start complaining. But if you stay around positive people, your mind becomes stronger. If you stay around hard-working people, you feel motivated to work. If you stay around people who are learning, growing, and improving, you also begin to improve. This is why your environment matters. The people around you can lift you up, or they can pull you down. Many people do not understand this. They spend time with people who laugh at their dreams. They listen to people who always say, "You cannot do it." They stay in circles where nobody wants to grow, and slowly their own dreams become weak. If you want success, you must be careful about your circle. You do not need hundreds of friends. You do not need to know everyone. You only need the right people. Good people can change your direction. One good teacher can save you years of mistakes. One good friend can give you courage when you feel weak. One good connection can bring a new opportunity into your life. But networking is not only about taking help. This is a very important point. Many people make a mistake. They contact others only when they need something. They send a message only when they want a favor. They talk only when they want help. This is not real networking. Real networking is about building relationships, and strong relationships are built with value, respect, and trust. Do not ask, "What can I get from this person?" Ask, "How can I add value to this person?" This thinking changes everything. When you help others, people remember you. When you support others, people respect you. When you are kind, useful, and honest, people want to stay connected with you. Give before you take. Maybe you can share useful information. Maybe you can encourage someone. Maybe you can listen carefully. Maybe you can help with a small problem. Maybe you can simply show respect. Small actions build strong connections. Communication is also very important. You cannot build a network if you never talk. You cannot build relationships if you stay silent all the time. You must learn to speak clearly and listen carefully. Networking does not mean talking too much. It means connecting honestly. Listen to people. Understand their problems. Respect their time. Speak with kindness. And stay in touch. Many people meet someone once and then disappear. They forget to follow up. They forget to send a message. They forget to keep the relationship alive. But strong relationships need care. Just like a plant needs water, a relationship needs attention. You can send a simple message. You can ask how someone is doing. You can congratulate them on their progress. You can share something helpful. These small things matter. Let's imagine two people. Person A works alone. He never asks questions. He never meets new people. He does not learn from others. He tries to solve every problem by himself. His progress is slow. Person B builds relationships. He talks to people who are better than him. He learns from experienced people. He gives value. He stays connected. He respects others. His progress becomes faster. Both people. He gives time to each task. He keeps his phone away during work. He starts with the most important task. At the end of the day, he feels peaceful. Both people had the same 24 hours, but they used them differently. This is time management. You do not need a perfect plan. You only need a clear plan. Start with 3 important tasks. Every night, write 3 things you will do tomorrow. Not 10 things, not 20 things, just 3 important things. When tomorrow comes, start with the first one. Do not wait for the perfect mood. Do not wait for motivation. Do not start with distractions. Start with what matters. Time blocking can help you. Time blocking means giving a fixed time to one task. For example, 30 minutes for English practice, 1 hour for script writing, 30 minutes for exercise, 1 hour for editing, 20 minutes for reading. During that time, focus only on that task. Do not do 10 things together. Do not check your phone again and again. Do not jump from one activity to another. One task. One time block. Full focus. This simple method can improve your productivity. Another important part of time management is avoiding procrastination. Procrastination means delaying important work. You know you should start, but you say, later. You know the work matters, but you say, tomorrow. You know the task is waiting, but you avoid it. The problem is this: delayed work does not disappear. It becomes heavier. The more you delay, the more pressure you feel. The more pressure you feel, the more difficult the work becomes. So start small. If a task feels big, do only 5 minutes. Open the file. Write the first line. Read the first page. Record the first sentence. Take the first step. Starting is often the hardest part. Once you start, your mind becomes active. Many people say, I do not have time. But often, this is not true. They have time for social media. They have time for random videos. They have time for useless conversations. They have time to worry. But they do not make time for their goals. Do not say, I do not have time. Say, how can I use my time better? This question gives you power. Time is your life. When you waste time, you waste life. When you use time wisely, you build life. Today, start simple. Write 3 important tasks for tomorrow. Choose a time for each task. Keep your phone away while working. Complete one task before jumping to another. Small control creates big change. If you control your time, you control your direction. If you control your direction, you control your future. So stop wasting time. Plan your day. Focus on what matters. Use your hours wisely. Because in life, the person who manages time well achieves more than others.